My first video, first day of the week, is not in the New Testament. I briefly touched on some of the things. I want to get in a little more depth, a little more detail about how the translators had mistranslated the phrase that we see in the New Testament as first day of the week in your King James and other versions of the Bible, approved canons in English. One point that I made in the first video was about Easter in Acts 12:4. As you can see from the board that I have, I've written at the top, Easter is not in Acts 12:4. And I mentioned that briefly in the first video. What I want you to see, if you'll take a Strong's Exhaustive Concordance, you can buy one at Books A Million or Barnes & Noble or anywhere like that for about 20 bucks. It has, you can find the same things out that I'm trying to tell you here. The word Easter that's translated 29 times in the New Testament is only translated that way one time in Acts 12:4. The other 28 times is translated Passover. So we can see that they've made a mistake, because Easter and Passover are not the same things. You can read the notes in your Strong's. You can see that he admits that Easter was a pagan holiday, but we all know where Passover came from. It was a Jewish holiday that we read about in Leviticus 23. They did it when they came out of Egypt. So we know where the roots of that word is, and it's actually a Hebrew word, Peshach. It's a Hebrew word, and you can see it in the Strong's number is 6453. The Greek is number 3957 in the Strong's, and it's Pascha. Same holiday. It's not a pagan holiday. It's rooted in Hebrew. It's rooted in the Scriptures. It never was Easter. It cannot be Easter. Therefore, it's easy to see that translators, for whatever reason, mistranslated Easter in Acts 12:4. They did the same thing with the phrase we find in the Greek, meaton sabbaton. The word week is not the same as sabbaton, but the translators translated it week. The word week in the Greek is hebdomada, not sabbaton. If you look in your Strong's number 4521 in the Greek, you will see that this word is, he says it comes directly from number 7676, which is Shabbat, or we say Sabbath in English. Actually, if you look at the next word, number 7677 in the Strong's, you'll see this word is transplanted directly into the Greek, Sabbaton. And look and see what it means. It means a high day, a feast day, an appointed day, a special day, a holy day. And the only holy days that are appointed by the Creator are found in the Scriptures. In the New Testament, you see that the Apostle Paul kept the feast days. The church kept the law. Paul said in Acts 18, I must by all means keep this feast that cometh in Jerusalem. That's what he was doing when he was arrested and bound, and spoke to the people before he was put into prison, that he was there giving alms and keeping the feast. Actually went through the Nazarite vow. So if you start about Acts chapter 15 and read to the end, you'll catch the whole story. But he was keeping the Sabbath, the feast days. He was keeping the law. And it was rooted in the Hebraic roots of our faith. He was keeping the Passover and all the other feast days, as well as the Sabbath. 9 times this word Sabbaton is translated week in the New Testament. 8 times of that it says first day of the week. But 59 times the same word by the translators is translated Sabbath. We have the same situation with the word Easter as we do with the word week. The translators knew that the word Easter was Passover, and they knew that the word was Sabbath. Yet they translated how they wanted to. But they did a lot of things they just wanted to. They changed the name of the Apostle James to honor King James. Changed his name is actually Jacob, or we might say Jacob in English. And they changed the name of the Creator. And that's what our next video is going to be about. If you have proof to anything to the contrary that have said here in this video, please contact me. Yahoodem@live.com. Yahoodem@live.com. As you can see, I'm not a computer whiz, but the Scripture is my life. And I just want to share it with you, and I hope you enjoyed it. And if you have any comments or questions, please feel free to contact me. I'd love to hear from you. And wish you the best. Thank you.